Hello, and welcome to Awesome Art Stories. Today we begin the first of several parts in a series about angels in art. Angels were not represented in Christian art before Constantine. The oldest fresco in which an angel appears in a 2nd century Annunciation scene is at the cemetery of St. Priscilla. A 3rd century painting of the same subject is in the cemetery of St. Peter and Marcellinus. In each representation, the archangel Gabriel is depicted in human form with tunic and pallium. The good angel of a 4th century fresco representing the judgment of Vibia is also depicted in human form, dressed as a sacred personage. The winged angel, for which abundant scriptural references could be added, does not appear in pre-Constantinian Christian art, as such figures signified beloved characters of classical art. From the time of Constantine, however, a new type of winged angel appeared in Christian art. The 4 angels with spears on the ciborium of the Lateran Basilica, for example. Historic art gradually replaced symbolic figures with winged angels. The oldest existing examples of winged angels are bas-reliefs at Carthage and a representation on ivory of St. Michael, both belonging to the 4th century. Another development in the artistic conception of the angel can be seen in the Annunciation scene in 5th century, and it is depicted on the triumphal arch of Santa Maria Maggiore. Unlike in the catacombs, Angel Gabriel soars through the air towards Mary, who is seated in the middle of attended winged angels. From the 5th century on, angels became a favorite subject in Christian art and were no longer seen as figures that materialized to complete a historical scene, but more often as attendants on our Lord and the Blessed Virgin. The mosaic of Santa Maria Maggiore, as well as 2 mosaics of St. Apollinare Nuovo and San Vitale, 6th century Ravenna, are examples of such angels. The archangels Michael and Gabriel are dressed in military style and bear military standards inscribed with the word Angelos, holy, and are represented in mosaics at St. Apollinare in Classe, Ravenna. After the 6th century, a distinction was made between different categories of the angelic host. Relations of angels to God were represented in the East after the manner of various grades of court functionaries that paid homage to the emperor. I hope you've enjoyed this content. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Hello, and welcome.